What's up, CEOs? Looks like I'm live. Good morning. We're back, right, for another week. Hopefully you all are healthy and sane because, man, it's been mentally challenging to be in this and be in. So anyway, if you're watching this right now, then type replay so I can get an idea of when you're watching. And I want to introduce myself. I have a couple of new people in the group. Oh, and I need to approve some other people for the group. But I'm Shamel, and I started this group and the Auto Dealer Business School so that I could lend my experience on what I did all wrong and then what I'm doing right or what's working for me in my business, so that you don't have to go down the same path and lose money like I did and lose sleep like I did and almost divorce like I did. So good morning. Because your business, your money affects all that stuff. So if I can give you what you need for your business to be better, then that's why I'm here. So let me know who's watching. I see some people on. I want to know who is in the room as we talk about business changes for more profit and less work. Okay, so I haven't told my story in a while. What's up, Rakim? I was just talking about me. You were just talking about me? Well, I want to know what you were saying. Look, type it in the comments. But so like I was saying, I started out when I got my license. I just went hard, went all in and made a lot of mistakes, lost a lot of money, was working all the time. And my goal for the business when I first started was to create an asset and not a liability. Okay, a liability, in my opinion, is a business that you work in all the time. And it's not even my opinion. I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he talks about this same thing, like having assets and not liabilities. And so, I wanted that life. I wanted the life where the business was the asset and not the liability, where I didn't own my job, right? I wanted the freedom, I wanted the money, but I also wanted the time. So when I first jumped in though, I was so overwhelmed by all the decisions to make and all the things to do for business in itself. Oh, you were talking to your wife about purchasing the program. Okay. And I know who that is. That's one of the apprentices, but I'm gonna have to get with him. But he did buy his first car, so I need to get with him and let him know that I got his message. But anyway, so I was overwhelmed by all of this stuff to do. And Rakim, make sure you guys schedule a strategy session with me so we can talk about what's the best strategy for you in your business, okay, for you guys moving forward. So I was overwhelmed by all the stuff to do for business, and somewhere along the line I lost my way, and I was working all the time, and me and my husband were overworked, and we weren't having any fun. And then it was it's your fault. No, it's your fault, And so then we decided to divorce. And then I had some time to restructure my business so that it could work for me, because then I was, a mom, and I had limited hours. So I had to think smarter about how to structure my business. Before, I was, I think, able to spend more time because I felt like I had a partner in the business who could do certain things and I could do certain things. And so together I could spend a lot of time working, but I had to change that mindset is what I'm trying to say. So I would have never thought to change that mindset until something happened. And what I want to tell you right now is something has happened. We have a change here that is initiating a change in how you're working or how you're making your money. And I think I'm here to, if you haven't already awakened to why this pandemic is happening and what it's showing you, I want to say that it is possibly showing you how things can be different and how you really want things to be. Because sometimes when we're going down the path, we're in it, so we can't see anything different. Like, we're just doing what we do day to day just to make it happen, just to survive. And then something comes along, happens, and it changes the way we do what we're doing. Is this making any sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So I'm really talking to the people who, if you've realized, you know what, I was working way too hard. Like, I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. I need this to be easier. I need to make more money and work less. I want to share with you a few things that I am doing to open our new location, and also things that I did do to change the way I work, because you don't have to work too hard. You are building a business that is supposed to be a vehicle for financial future or financial independence, right? And so if that is the case, then it has to have the things that are needed for financial independence and, you know, a brighter future. Okay? Like, stability. Okay. And that is not on your back. That is not working in your business every day, doing everything yourself and making it happen. Good morning, Miss Tufts University. What's up? It's so good to see you. So then let me share with you some of the things that I'm doing now for the next phase. Good morning, Eric. So good to see you. For the next phase. So the first thing I'm doing this time around that is different than before is I am securing funding first. So I've introduced you all to our resident credit restoration specialist, Janita, and I'm working with Janita to secure significant funding for this next phase. Okay. And my reason for that is I want to start with the budget that I want to manage. Like, I have a budget in mind that I want to manage, and I want to start there instead of growing there. So the first step was getting funding, like business loans, personal loans. I'm really not sure exactly how she's putting all that together, because that's not my business. But that's her business. So I am using her expertise to get what I need done. So that's the first thing. So if you are looking to, start your business or change your business around, then your first step is probably funding. If you don't already have the funding, then get the funding. This is a great time actually to get funding, as long as you have a solid plan on how to pay it back, or for it to be forgiven, because a lot of loans right now for businesses are forgiven, SBA loans, okay? So that's number one. Funding is something that I'm doing different this time around. Before, it was like, well, if I got $1, I can make it into $2, But now I want to say, okay, 100,000, I can make it into 200,000. I want to play on a bigger field, or I want it to look different. Okay, so that's the first step, is funding. The second step is something that I'm already doing, which is automation. That was a downfall of business before, which had me working all the time, was just not having processes for processes for everything. You need processes for everything. So like when people call in and inquire about a car, you need to create a process so that you can hand that process off to somebody else eventually, or else you're going to always be the person handling those calls. And if that's your goal, great, but I don't think it is. I think most of the people who find me, they have a bigger idea of what they want their business to be like. They want it to be running over there, and they are living life over here. So you need processes for everything that you do. And so over this period of time, I have been creating the processes and automating what a dealership does, what a small dealership does. And those are the processes I share in the programs. If you hear me talking about programs, and Rakim was talking about, the program, mainly what I'm sharing is the processes you need to automate to turn it into a machine so that you're not the machine. You're not having to push the buttons every time to make it work. So does that make any sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is this helpful at all? I also want to say, please comment below what you want to change in your business now, or if you're not yet in business, what you want your business to be like. Because like I said in the beginning, this is a great opportunity to recreate what it is we want and what we thought we wanted, what we thought we were striving for, right? Because, things happen and, we get sidetracked. So please do let me know that in the comments, what you want to change in your business or how you want to start out. So after automation, the third thing is staff. And I have been experimenting a lot with the minimum amount of staff that you need. And I don't want to say minimum, but the name of this business is to stay lean so you can stay profitable, right? And if you haven't already considered staff, this is the official announcement that you should. Okay, for so many reasons. One, staff make you, small businesses exist, and small businesses are loved, and they're right now very important because small businesses employ most of the people. Even if you employ 5 people, all the small businesses together employ more people than the big businesses, and our country knows that. So that's why there's so much aid right now and support for small businesses. Okay. Staff makes you a CEO. Yes. And this is the CEO tips for auto dealers. Yes, Eric. Yes. So you need to have staff. Now I know, most of you already know, well, I know I need to have a mechanic because that's just not what I do. But I'm talking about staff beyond a mechanic. And like I said, I've been experimenting with how to have the minimum amount of staff and also have different staff members do multiple functions in the business, and just really setting up what a good workflow is for a dealership, a small dealership, a dealership that's starting out small at least, okay? Even if you don't end up small, all right? And so that will be some information that I will share soon about how to staff your business. I've talked about it a lot, about what you need, but I even have more information now. So staff, any questions about staff? Is this being helpful at all? I kind of feel like I'm out there right now. Okay, so you got to let me know if I'm out there and bring me in. If I'm not out there, then fly with me and let me know, okay, this is making sense. All right, so staff, marketing. So that's the other thing that I've been experimenting with. The first time around, I realized, I think a little too late, the importance of, and I don't want to say too late, but it was right before we were divorcing that I realized that marketing is extremely important, even for a product I feel is in demand, right? So I think I was telling myself I didn't have to market cars because people will find the cars. I mean, of course I marketed the car online, you list it for sale, but outside of marketing the car, I wasn't marketing the business and marketing the service and marketing, the brand. Okay. And branding is where it's at. Marketing your brand is how you set yourself apart from the competitor, because there are a million people who are selling cars right now. Well, not right now, but there's a lot of competition. And so marketing is the way that, it separates the profitable business, I guess, from the not so profitable business. So I've been experimenting with ways to market and to have, hey, Janita, what's up? I was just talking about you. Janita is our credit restoration specialist, y'all. So like I said, get with Janita if you're trying to get your funding numbers up, if you're trying to get some money. But Anyway, back to what I was saying. I've been experimenting with marketing so I can get more organic leads coming into the business. And what I mean by organic leads are people who just like what I do, people who like my message, people who like my product, that I'm selling cars or the cars I'm selling. So I've been experimenting with some marketing, and I'm gonna be sharing some marketing secrets, I guess, that I've figured out while I've been experimenting on how to get more organic leads. And those are leads that don't cost a lot of money. That's the other important part about organic leads. Like, you don't have to spend a lot in ad money to get organic leads. Okay. So is this making any sense? Eric says, do you recommend the online marketing tools like Fraser, Dealer Center, etc. offer? I do. So I don't use Dealer Center, so I'm not really familiar, but with Fraser, they do have a lot of their marketing automated. So yes, the more you appear online, the better. And so they have a lot of sites they connect with. And let me know if this is what you're talking about, Eric. Are you talking about the sites they connect you with for the online marketing? And they have a lot of sites you probably wouldn't even list your cars on. Just go ahead and do it. Like, list your cars everywhere that they offer, especially since it's integrated. But yes, I would. Okay, yes, that's it. That's what you were talking about. Yes, I would totally recommend using those marketing tools. So every time you have inventory, just shoot it out to all of their integrated marketing channels for sure. And if you're like, marketing channels, Fraser, integration, what? What? Then definitely schedule a strategy session with me so we can talk about some marketing in your business, because these are the things that are gonna help you to work smarter and not harder, work less and make more profit. Okay, so organic marketing leads is what I was talking about. So any questions so far about what I'm talking about? Like I said, I feel like I'm out there only because I'm talking about what I used to do, what I have been experimenting with, and what I'm doing in building my new dealership. Okay, so I can't talk definitively about how everything is working in the new dealership yet, but what I will do is I will take you on a journey. Once the funding is secured, I will take you on the journey with me on, how I do it and what I do so that you can do it too, okay? And how it works, okay? Because what I'm hoping to prove is that I can start out on a bigger playing field than I did before and swim and, do everything that I hope to do, because I was keeping my business small because it was very manageable small. Now I want it to grow. I want it to be a really big store. So any questions about funding, automation and processes, staff, marketing? Any questions about that? Please do let me know too in the comments what you want to change in your business, like what you're like overwhelmed with, or what you're sick of, or what you're like, oh, if this was better, this whole experience would be better, or how you want to start out if you haven't already started as a dealer. So the last part of business changes to make more profit and spend less time is about, of course, the product, the cars. If you have been working day and night, okay, if you work in your business until all the work is done, and you feel like, where was I going with that? I was talking about product. I was talking about cars. I think I'm talking more about, like, I've had a lot of people come to me tired of buy here, pay here. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. I've had a lot of people just overwhelmed by the buy here, pay here drama. And they're starting to realize for themselves that the money does not equal the drama that they have to deal with, because it's a lot of work. And it is a lot of work without certain things in place, without certain boundaries as well, okay? And one of the everything that I talked about, really, automation, staff, are especially important with Buy Here, Pay Here. And so what I mean by this time creating a change for us, I mean that a lot of you all have been selling online now. So how has that been going? Has it been easier? I've heard that it's been easier from a lot of people, that selling online has been quicker sales. It's just been easy. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is do what is easy and making money. If online sales are making you money right now and they're easy, then follow that, because you're going to make more money doing something that you enjoy versus doing something that you're just doing for the money. And I'm not saying that money is not important, because businesses need money to survive. People need money to survive. But what I'm saying is, when you're doing something that's fun, it seems to breathe life into you, versus if you're doing something that you hate, it seems to drain life out of you. And if every time a Buy Here, Pay Here customer come, you like, you're already going to energetically limit your profits and your sales, because that's not what you want to do. You don't want to do Buy Here, Pay Here. So all I'm saying is, listen to how you want to run your business. Just because it's been working for you, but it drains you, doesn't make it the best revenue stream. There are other revenue streams that can bring you ease and more profit. Is that making any sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Is this helpful at all? Like I said, I feel like I was kind of out there in the galaxy, but I want you guys to bring me in if I'm way too far out, because I want this to be helpful. But I also just want to deliver the message that this is a time for a change. So if you weren't already thinking about how to change your business, then this is the official call to think about changing your business to something that is more sustainable for you, and that's easier, it makes you happier, and that transitions you out of working in your business every day. Ta-da, the end. Okay, Eric, thumbs up, great. Any questions? I just said ta-da, the end, because I was like, I feel like I'm going on and on, but I just want you to know that there are certain things your business needs to have to be the business that I know you've been dreaming of it being, and that you want it to be. You want it to be like this boss business over there making all this money, and you over here in your big house, driving your nice car, taking vacations, living the life, spending time with your family, and everything is good. Like, it's working over there, you over here living your life, and you in business, right? And now it's an asset and not a liability, according to Robert Kiyosaki. So CEOs, that's what I have today. If you're like, this was food for thought, I want to talk more about actually thinking about structuring my business, then schedule a strategy session with me. My calendar is online. You just set your time zone, pick the time that's best for you, and then answer the questions so that we can spend our time together talking about your strategy and not me getting to know you and your business and where you are. And then we can talk about what's a great plan for you. Okay, cool. Talking about Kiyosaki. Any books? Yes. So I've been thinking about you in this book question for a while. So I want to suggest reading The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. And I was first introduced to Tim Ferriss like 20 years ago, I want to say. But I was fascinated with the idea of, working less. Like, you have to leverage you have to leverage your vision with, people and processes and technology so that you can work less. And that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, books. Tim Ferriss, 4-Hour Workweek. Have you read that one yet, Eric? And then I have another book, but I need to just verify that I got the title right. I think it's Profit First or something like that. But I'm gonna verify I got the title right. And then I'm gonna include a list of books, because yes, an educated CEO is a rich CEO. Okay, so you haven't heard that one yet. Yeah, an educated CEO can be a rich CEO. So I want to give you all the education you need, or, you know, whatever I can give you, so that you can, this can be an easier path for you. So yeah, 4-Hour Workweek, Tim Ferriss. Let me know how that is. I'll put the link for the strategy sessions in the description. If this wasn't helpful, then let me know what you wish I would have talked about. If it was helpful, let me know it was helpful. And I will see you all soon. Okay, Eric, I'll be talking to you soon. I'm going to send you an email this week. Okay? All right, CEOs, have a great day. Bye.